you know, passing out pills, treating symptoms, treating numbers. And I felt like I really wasn't helping people. And it was happening to me. It was, as I was aging, I was having to take medications myself, and I just didn't like it. So I started looking around. And I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction. I think if you put it out there to the universe, it'll find you. And it did. My UPS driver showed me that ABC News video. And that's really what I saw first. And that was probably, well, it's been almost 11 years ago. And I saw that video and I thought, wow, if we can lower oxidative stress by 40% in everyone in 30 days, that's a big deal. I knew oxidative stress was cellular damage. It's kind of the rusting of our body. But I knew it was also connected to diseases, pretty much all disease processes. So it made a lot of sense to be able to lower it. I was a little skeptical. So I did look at the research that had been done. I read through the patents, and I decided to take it myself. I put my parents on it, my friends and my family initially, and I eventually brought it into my clinic. To make a long story short, I ended up on the medical advisory board of the company. I ended up doing some clinical research for the company, and I saw firsthand how what a breakthrough this was. Because in reality, when I reverse the damage of all your cells, I can reverse all the processes. I can make you healthier, and now we know you can extend lifespan too, which is great. And that's really what we all want to do. Is we want to live longer, healthier lives. That's the goal. The business part of this, I didn't know anything about. I wasn't all that interested to start. I was more interested in the product. But with time, as I saw the business model and discovered that, gee, I could get out of trading hours for dollars, which I had been doing for over 30 years at that time, I thought, yeah, that's a great deal. So I found that we had a breakthrough product, now multiple breakthrough products now, that are game changers in health, that will be everybody's household name eventually. And I believe worldwide. I think we'll have this worldwide. This will be the brand name. This will be the name that everybody will know. And it's great to be part of that type of business before anybody knows about it. That's the time you want to get in. And we're doing what everybody does naturally. I mean, I went to a restaurant a couple of months ago. I've probably told a dozen people how great the restaurant is. That's just human nature. But that restaurant does not pay me for that referral. Our company pays you for the referral. And that's what I found. And I've never done it before, didn't know anything about network marketing. I do love the business. Got me excited. And I think it's great. So anybody, questions from anybody, I'd be glad to answer them to my best knowledge. Whoops. Did I lose you? I can't hear.
Doc, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm willing to answer any questions people might have. I'd be glad to answer them. Oh, I lost you again. I can't hear you. Okay.
Hello?
I've got you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just gonna mute the individually, not mute all. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, anybody that has any questions, I'll be glad to answer them if anyone has questions.
Yeah. Okay, Rolly, since everyone has, saw the presentation overview, and we had a meeting last week, and now it's all about medical questions, whatever, NRF2 questions, throw it away to Dr. Gene. And let's start with you, Rolly. What do you want to know about our breakthrough technology?
Actually, this is my only second day of taking this Protandim. I received it yesterday, so I tried one, and then this is my second day. So hopefully before the 30th of this month, I can see improvement. Although based on the brochures that were sent to me by Millet, I might, some people might suffer some sort of vomiting, but as of now, I'm so lucky I don't feel any adverse reaction. So I would suggest, I will encourage our team if they have some questions, because before they have some questions, and I do believe it has to be directed to a medical doctor. But first, let me welcome Jen Morados. Jen is from Tagaytay. Welcome, Jen. So we have also Rin from Cagayan. He's in already. So I encourage our team to ask question. I think even Mr. Carlito has some question also. Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned, Rolly, that you hope that in 30 days you will feel some kind of changes. So, Dr. Gene, would you like to discuss with Rolly the sort of like the changes within 30 days that they can start feeling? Because we sent a lot of products to Rolly to be able to share this with all these people right now we have.
Excellent. Well, everybody's a little different. Some people get a wow effect. Within a few weeks, they see a difference. Some people, it's more subtle and gradual. But it does work in everyone. In fact, it works in every mammal cell the same. So we see it in everybody. Some people, and I can tell you very few, get some detox because it does detox our body. It's getting the toxins out. So occasionally I see some people with a little bit of diarrhea and things like that. Nothing severe that I've seen in the past. But if that's the case, I do tell people to take it with food. Drink lots of water because you do want to flush the toxins out. And within, usually for most people, within a couple of weeks, it's better. So as far as what it does, we're reversing the damage progressively in every cell in your body, just like we have progressive damage. That's what oxidative stress is. As we raise those enzymes to our youthful level, it's allowing our body to repair itself. We were able to do that when we were young, but as we age, we start to lose that ability. We're putting you back to that youthful level. So when we do that, your body's gradually, progressively repairing itself. So I do tell people, the longer you stay on this, the better effect you get and the more protection you have. So that's really, I think everybody has to know that. This is not a drug. There's no drug interactions with other drugs. They're all herbal. It's very safe, very effective. In the 10.5 years that I've been in the company, I haven't really seen any downside, any bad things. So I'm excited. I'm excited to be part of this.
Perfect. Dr. Gene, I'm just reading a question here. Is Protandim with approved therapeutic claim?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Is Protandim with approved therapeutic claim?
The company doesn't claim to cure any diseases. We can't do that because of our FDA. Our FDA won't allow us to say we can treat or cure or prevent or anything else. I don't know about your country, maybe you'll have more freedom that way. We don't. But I can tell you, I've seen it results in everybody. And my patients had every kind of disease you can think of. So I was on multiple medications myself for blood pressure, for arthritis, a pill for reflux. And I've been on those for several years. Within a year of getting on Protandim, I was off of everything. And that was 10 years ago. And I don't take meds anymore. So I can tell you it works. It works in everyone we've ever put on this. And for many, many of my patients, we were able to either significantly reduce their meds or get them off the meds. So that's how exciting it is.
Thank you. And then another question is, does it have testimonies that it has improved the reproductive health issues? Improved the reproductive health issues?
There, again, we can't make claims. I have seen several of my women that are perimenopausal start to have regular periods again. I assume they're probably fertile again. I do caution women about that. But as far as reproduction, we do have a doctor in our company, actually in our downline, that is a fertility specialist, actually an infertility specialist, and he puts all his ladies trying to get pregnant on the Protandim, and he's had really good success with it. So it makes sense if we're making everything healthier in your body that would help the reproductive system also. I do have some men that swear by it also.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't want to make claims, but.
Yes. Any other questions, please? I know you have a lot of questions. Don't be shy. And if you are shy, you can just type in your questions. And Doc, maybe, oops. Oh, Doc, thank you, Doc. Been married for 10 years. Hope it helps. SB.
Listen, if you're asking if it helps with your marriage, I don't know, but.
But it might, SP. You surprise us if you get pregnant, huh? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Another question from Jen. I was diagnosed SLE, lupus, few years ago. Already tried different products. What is the difference of this product over the others? Are there some testimonies of my same conditions and that treated this kind of disease? Lupus, doctor.
Yeah, okay. So lupus is an autoimmune disease. Your body has started to develop a hyperimmune reaction and developed starts to affect your own body. And some people, it depends on the type of autoimmune disease, it attacks different parts of your body, your skin, or maybe your joints, or maybe your thyroid, just depends on the person. So in all those diseases, yeah, we want to tamp down the inflammation and reverse the oxidative stress. We have a government website in this country called PubMed. It's qbmed.gov. And in it, we have millions of published medical studies. And in those studies, I tell people, if you want to look at your particular disease, just put in oxidative stress and whatever you're looking for, lupus or oxidative stress and Alzheimer's or oxidative stress and cancer. There are thousands to tens of thousands of studies showing that oxidative stress is linked directly to that disease process. And I don't care what disease you put in there, you'll find studies linking it. So know that this is proven clinically, and we're allowed to say this by the FDA, to lower oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days in everyone we've tested. We can do that. It stands to reason then that we can lower those disease processes too. You have to put that one and one together. I'm not allowed to. So
exactly.
But that's the way I tell people to look at their disease, and they can find their particular disease. But my experience with lupus, we've had tremendous results. And I've had several lupus patients that we've put on Protandim with really good results. Again, some of those patients, we were able to get them off their medications because the medicine they're giving you for your lupus is strictly a Band-Aid, not to cure you. There's no money in curing you. The money's in treating the disease.
Okay, and then there's a question from Dexter. Is there any side effect taking NRF2 activation?
The only thing I have seen, and several, I wouldn't say probably we've seen it in over 10,000 people taking this now. I see an occasional detox, and that just means because we're raising one of our enzymes is glutathione, we're raising that 300%. That's your body's main detox enzyme. So yes, it'll start to get rid of the toxins out of your body, and trust me, we all have toxins living in this day in society. So occasionally we do see some detox. I had a lady that had copious amount of sinus drainage. She just had a lot of toxins there, but within a month that was gone. Most people get some diarrhea or headache or things like that. I have not seen anything really bad. If it is, we just have them cut back to half a tablet. But I do tell them to take it with your first meal and drink lots and lots of water. You want to get the toxins out. And usually within 2 weeks or so, most of those symptoms go away with most people. Again, I've only seen it in probably 5 to 10% of the people that take this. Most people don't have any issues at all. As far as the severe allergies or any real reaction, no, I've never seen it.
Yes, and I can validate that. No allergies, severe allergies, or side effect. And then question is there any side effect if they are taking, people who are taking medications, current medications, and then they're gonna put this on top of the medications? Is there any adverse side effect or contraindications, whatever?
It's not a drug, so we see no drug-drug interactions. Okay, we don't see that. I've not seen anybody on any medicines that couldn't take this. Now, I do tell people if they've had a major organ transplant, a kidney, a heart, or something like that, and they're on immunosuppressive drugs, the company recommends you not take the NRF2 because we don't want to make those drugs less effective. And that's really, in theory, that's really what the company says. In reality, I haven't seen that to be the case, but I don't want to go against the company. So yes, I tell people major organ transplant, if you're on immunosuppressive drugs for that, don't take it, okay? On the other hand, if you've got something like lupus and they're giving you a steroid or something, suppress your own hyperimmune reaction, that doesn't mean, you know, you can still take this because in fact, it'll make it less. So that's the difference. If you're on insulin, I do tell my insulin patients to keep an eye on their blood sugar because it's going to go down and you'll need less insulin. So I do have people keep a close eye on that. And if you're on warfarin, Coumadin, the blood thinner, the same way. Have your doctor or you monitor it closely because you'll need less. Those are the only two medications I can think of. Now, for me, I was on a couple blood pressure pills. After a while, I started getting lightheaded. I really wasn't checking my blood pressure often enough. And all of a sudden, I realized it was like 90/60, and I didn't need it that low. So I started cutting back on my medications. And again, that was almost 10 years ago now. So I'm off those for 10 years.
So would you say that it will help, potentially help wean off from our medications by taking this?
For many, many of my patients, the majority of my patients, we were able to either significantly cut back or stop their medications. Yeah.
Cut back or stop the medication. That's a great news.
Yes.
And then from Jasper Santos, how about the person who have kidney problem and the doctor did not allow any oral medicine? At present, she is taking injected drugs.
Any oral medicines? I don't know the details of the kidney disease. I've had several patients there. Most of them are diabetic. They start to get kidney failure. If we could catch it on the way down before their kidneys completely were gone and they needed dialysis, yes, I saw improvement with them. If they were to the point where they're on dialysis and the kidney was gone, we can't make you a new kidney. So you want to catch it earlier than that. But yeah, there was a drug version of Protandim NRF2 that was in clinical trials. It worked great. It was an NRF2, but there were too many damaging side effects of the drug version and the FDA didn't approve it. But it worked very well in reversing kidney damage.
Yes, and then the next would be from Mia. Does Protandim help with weight loss? Ooh.
It does, in that it does help to reset your metabolism at a better rate. It helped me. I noticed the difference. The first month I dropped about 5 pounds without realizing it was the Protandim. But part of our overall health program, especially our patients that are overweight, if we put them on this, it helps them tremendously. Also with addictions. A lot of my patients, I have one now that we put on this. She'd been a smoker all her life. She's tried a half dozen times. She hasn't smoked since we put her on this. Some of my alcoholics, some of my opioid dependent patients, we were very, very much easier to get them off their meds and keep them off. So yes, I've seen it in pretty much every disease process. We're working with a lot of veterans with PTSD and traumatic brain injury. They do great. My granddaughter, who's 6 years old, we put her on this because she's very ADHD and dyslexic, and it's made a big difference. So, it doesn't matter. I can lower oxidative stress. I can lower inflammation. That's our patents. And when we do that, we see improvement in everyone, including your pet, your dog, your cat, whoever you want to put it on.
Yes, mammals.
Yes.
You know what? I certainly agree with you, Doc, because I had a distributor who is a chiropractor here in Austin. And guess what? He was including in his program with his patients NRF2 activation. And guess what? He showed me the records. Hey, Kai, look at this. 22 days, 5 pounds, lost 5 pounds. 30, you know, because our bodies are different. 45 days, lost like whatever, 3 pounds, something like that. So he's showing me that his patients with the NRF2, it's truly amazing that it's helping people to lose weight. That's pretty cool.
Yes.
And then, like you said, the addiction, alcohol, smoke. Does that include eating chocolates, Doc? That's me.
Listen, the dark chocolate is good for you. It's not.
Okay.
It's not the chocolate part. It's the sugar they put in it. That's the.
It's a shock. So this is great news. Yeah, controlling drug addictions. So we have a medical peer review studies for that. Yeah. Any other? Oh, there's another one from Rin. Hi, Rin. Protandim rejuvenate cell.
Yes, all our cells.
All our cells.
That's what it's doing. It's reversing the damage of all our cells. It's progressive.
Reversing
Yes.
the damage. Can you imagine that? Reversing the damage. Like, can I ask you all this? Do you have anything? Do you have a drug? Can you ask your doctor, do you have a drug that can reverse the damage of your cells? Do you have a vitamin, an antioxidant? Right? No, your doctors would say, no, I'm so sorry. But here we go, we're hearing it. Yes, Dr. DeLucia and I are validating that, yes, we can reverse the damage of our cells, because we don't say that to you. It's the peer review studies that prove that, right?
Yes.
So is it okay to take from Dexter? Is it okay for the minor to take this product?
There's no studies in minors. So the company's stance is 18 and over. In reality, my 6-year-old granddaughter takes it. I know a lot of people whose kids take it. It's very safe. If they can drink green tea, if they can eat Indian food, turmeric is one of the spices that we put in it. So it's very, very safe. I don't even worry about my kids taking it or my grandkids taking it. Kids take it too, so but my grandkids. So yes, I've not seen any problems with any of them. In fact, we've had great successes with it. We've got a whole group of special needs teachers that recommend it for their autistic children and their Down syndrome children, and they've got some really, really good results. Really good results.
Yeah, especially those people, children who has suffering from autism, Down syndrome, all this. And I have like a 3-4-year-old children that my distributor are giving their children Protandim. Yes, definitely.
There is a study, and it was paid for by the parents of muscular dystrophy children on Protandim, showing much improvement with their kids. So there's a published.
And then from Mia, does Protandim have caffeine?
No. No, the amount of, there's a very small amount of green tea extract in it, but a very negligible amount of natural caffeine, not to the point you'd even notice it.
Will it work against COVID from Raleigh?
There is actually a very good study on SARS and COVID and oxidative stress. And the reason people are getting sick, and especially having these lung issues and the cytokine storms, is because of oxidative stress. Now we know we can lower that significantly, so you can put one and one together. So I've seen tremendous results. Again, I take an informal poll of the people I know on Protandim. I've yet to see anybody get, most people I've seen not even get it, but if they do, they get a very minor case of it. I had one very good friend on it that he ended up in ICU, but he had just gone through cancer therapy. So his immune system was compromised. But in general, it helps to boost our immune system tremendously. So it gives me confidence that I'm not in the least worried about COVID.
Yes. Just connect the dots, you guys. If Protandim helps us to improve our immune system, what do you think? Will it help us from acquiring COVID? Yes or yes? You know, it's you can connect the dots there. So definitely. And then how about the business side of the product? Yes, Carlito, can you talk to Dr. Gene DeLucia right now? What would you like to ask about the business side of the product? Carlito.
Yes, today is good morning in the Philippines. I would like to know what are the benefits in selling these products.
The benefits are it's a residual income. It's not you, and I don't know what kind of work you do now, but understand we all trade hours for dollars. You know, you go to work, you get paid. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. Well, not in this country right now, but you get paid anyway. But in general, you've got to go work for a living. And I did that for many, many years, most of my adult life. But when I found I started sharing this and I got my friends to join me in the business, we started growing the business. For me, within 3 years, I sold my practice. I was getting residual income for life. So once you do the work once, you continue to get paid residually. For you, your kids, your grandkids, it's your legacy you can leave them. That's what I saw. I thought, wow, now I've got better health, got me off my meds. I've got financial freedom. I never have to work again. And if I want to take a month off, I still get paid. And I've got time freedom, which I didn't have. I was working about 60 hours a week, and it gave me that time freedom. So I love the business.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, because before, as a doctor, Dr. Gene DeLucia was working 60 hours per week, but right now, he and his team are working like probably 7,000 hours a week. So, which is better, Carlito, because he already created that global consumption of people who are taking this. If he can do this, you can do this too, right, Doc?
And I
Thank
can
you.
tell you, I've got business partners in 9 countries. I probably don't know 90% of those people, but somebody below me knew somebody, and that's how the business grows. It's not your effort alone. It's a team effort. It's a company-wide effort. We all help each other with this. So it's fun. It's rewarding. It's in so many ways. When people come back to me and say, wow, I've got my life back, that's the reward. When someone comes back to me and said, we're retiring, getting out of my job that I hate because of LifeVantage, got me out of that. And we helped 3 teams retire, 3 families retire last year. That's rewarding to me. That's rewarding.
Wow. Because we're turning into robotics, right, Doc? So might as well adapt as early as now. No jobs are gonna be secure anymore.
No, yeah, who knows what the future is? You want plan B in place. Dig the well before you need the water. I tell people that.
Okay, any last question before we let Dr. DeLucia play with his baby? Hi. See, we can do anything when we're doing this, right?
Yes, right. We have time to do that.
Oh, okay. Rolly,
So
any
maybe,
questions?
yeah, this is only a follow-up on the question of SP, since it was mentioned that SP can take Protandim. Maybe she has to encourage also her husband to do the same, to take Protandim.
Mhm.
So they can have
Actually,
a baby
wasn't
next year.
here watching with me.
Oh, that's good.
Better that you both
And,
take it.
and also, Doc, you mentioned that in the West, you can see that a lot of companies are not really helping people producing drugs. It's not helping people. And maybe when this product was introduced to you, you mentioned that your motivation is not more on income. What's your prime motivation why you are now promoting Protandim?
Well, my motivation was that I saw that it worked on myself and initially my family, but eventually on my patients. And I really wanted to help my patients better than what I was taught in medical school. Because I was very frustrated when patients came in and all I knew was to give them more drugs. And I got tired of being a pill pusher. That's all we do in Western medicine. And that's really was my prime motivation. The rest of it was icing on the cake. You know, the time freedom, the financial freedom was not things that I even knew about when I started, that residual income. I also happen to have met my significant other through this business. So it's given me a lot of changes in my life for the better. I got better health, I got my time freedom, my financial freedom, and a whole new family. So
Beautiful story. Okay, Jasper,
So,
come in. You have a question? Jasper, based on your experience, can you unmute yourself and ask Dr. Gene? Are you there, Jasper? Based on your experience, how long can you see the visible effect, according to Jasper?
well,
Ma'am, yan.
as long as you stay on it, you'll get effects. I tried to go off it after 1 year because I just wanted to see, because I was feeling very good. And I thought, well, I want to see what it's really doing for me. I went off it for 2 weeks. I felt old again. I didn't like the feeling. So it continues to work. Yeah, it continues to work and continues to protect you. So that's why it's the most significant thing I've found in over 40 years of medicine. This is 21st century medicine. We're actually reversing the damage. And now we're helping people live longer, healthier lives. And that's our goal. That's our goal.
And
uh,
then yes, Rolly.
yeah, all the participants in today's Zoom meeting are all employed, working from Monday to Friday. That's around 40 hours a week.
Yes.
What would be the best advice that you can give them? Leave the job, take a full-time Protandim, or what's the best?
I tell people, this is your business. Run it like your business. If you're going to open your own business, a retail shop or a restaurant, you want to be there and run the business at least part-time. You're not going to be able to do it full-time because you've got a full-time job. Once you hit the level, and this grows to the point that you can leave your job, most people want to leave that job. So, and I can't blame them, but wait till you get to the point where you are comfortable with your income. I do tell most people, this is a 3 to 5 year retirement plan. This is your business. This is plan B. I knew it for me after I saw this about 6 months in, I thought, oh, wow, this is retirement for me. I found something I love to do, that I was very passionate about. I still am very passionate about it. And I was not what I was doing. I was very burnt out on Western medicine. So it came along at just the right time for me. But I squeezed it in because, like I said, I was putting in 60-hour weeks. I put in an hour in the evening here and there, and the weekends I did this. I looked at educational things. The company has a lot of things to educate you. I looked at motivational things and inspirational things, and I still do that today. So I take the time to do that. But I did find that just through upline, through getting people to help me understand the business, it became pretty easy after a while. It takes a little practice if you haven't done it before.
So
Excellent.
it means that the idea is to the time frame is within 3 to 5 years. Then after that, you can already have your comfortable retirement.
Yes.
You can retire from the job and have this full time. But based on your description also, you need to strengthen yourself. You have to arm yourselves with knowledge and skills about the product. So you mentioned, I hope that Protandim will also provide online training, because we need also to deepen our understanding about the product and to increase our skills on networking and marketing. So does Protandim will provide those services?
Yes. And Kai can refer you to all kinds of things. There are so many more things we have now than we had when we started. We had very little resources. Now there are lots.
We have a lot of support, Rolly. As Dr. DeLucia said, we have a lot of leadership support. You're going to be bombarded with that. And don't worry. Yeah, we got the system, and people just have to learn how to follow the system. Just be coachable. And 2 to 5 years is not truly long compared to 40, 50, 60 years of working and then end up with no retirement. So 2 to 5 years is just short. And we did it. Dr. Gene and DeLucia and we did it. It works 100%. And so there's this one last question here. What is the difference of Protandim compared to the flagship products of USANA and for life companies?
Honestly don't know what USANA's flagship product, but I do tell people this. I get approached by a lot of different companies now. They know I'm a network marketer, they know I'm a doctor. So I'm always getting something that they come to me and say, gee, we have a product that does the same thing, and we have all this proof. I said, okay, well, let me see your published medical studies. I'm a scientist. I love testimonials, but I want to see the science. So I want to see the science on their product, and trust me, they don't have any. That's why I love our products. We have almost 30 published medical studies, and almost all of them are independent of the company, done by the American Heart Association, done by the US government, done by LSU, Harvard, Ohio State University. You know, those independent institutions don't study a lot of herbal medicines. Trust me, it's a very unique situation. We have something very, very unique and very powerful. So that's why they study our product. And that's what I tell people. If you have something as good as this, show me how it works and show me the proof. Show me the published medical studies. They don't have any.
Wow, that was powerful. Dr. Gene DeLucia is right. There's no proof, there's no medical peer review studies. And by the way, we are not competing with USANA and all other products out there because they're only classified as antioxidants, vitamins, and blah, blah, blah. We are a category creating products. We are a new, it's an activator. So it's a new, definitely category. Yes. And Adora, what is the market situation here in the Philippines? Are there other dealers of distributors aside from you?
Is that my question or yours?
This is from Adora. I think I can answer this as well, Doc. There is no other dealers. We don't do dealers. Other network marketings are doing dealers and distributors owned by local Filipinos, but with LifeVantage, because it's a publicly traded company, we are represented 100% international, foreign-owned LifeVantage company, because as a publicly traded company, we cannot leave this to the dealers, because when we leave it to the dealers will play favoritism, the dealers will play kind of like hocus pocus, which is the beginning of the fall of network marketers. So it's clean, publicly traded, 100% foreign-owned, LifeVantage. Yeah, saturation. We are the first. We are the first. This is the first invitation to you guys. And you may add, Doc.
We are owned by us. This is a publicly traded company. I own stock in this company, so I own part of this company. That also means we run the company, because if we don't like the management, we can change. If it's privately owned, you can't do that. And if it's a hundreds to millions of dollars business for me, I want control over that business. That's a big deal in network marketing. So we're one of the very few companies that is publicly traded.
Perfect. So, yes, first time. So if there's no more questions, the last announcement that I'm going to tell you is that Millet sent a couple of products to Rolly. So we highly recommend mag-umpisa na po kayo mag-activate ng katawan ninyo para kayo mismo makakita ng resulta. And networking, this is a business model for networking, hindi po direct selling. This is a networking business model. And meron po tayong meeting ulit para makita nyo naman po yung mga compensation at saka iba't ibang mga ranks para makadecide kayo kung kailan kayo magre-retire o mag-quit ng trabaho nyo kung ma-reach nyo na yung certain level ng inyong sweldo. Ito po based on dollars. Kung you can live off of ito po, average monthly income lang po, no? Kung okay na kayo sa $626 a month, you can be Pro 3. If that's enough for you, you can fire your boss, quit your job. If Pro 4, if you need $1,500 a month, pwede na kayong mag-quit, pero kailangan steady kayo. 3 to 6 months, kailangan naka-solid Pro 4 kayo. Pero pag Pro 5, syempre, comfortable na kayo, 150,000 pesos po ito. Pro 6, $6,000 o $7,000. Naku, magkano na po ito? Elite Pro 7, katulad ni Dr. Gene DeLucia, my goodness, average lang po ito. Ito po yung maximum. So, kung i-convert natin sa 50 pesos per $1, milyonaryo na po tayo dyan. Ako po, Pro 8. Kita nyo naman po, 8 years ko lang pong binunuyan. 8 years, hindi po 60 years. And that's it. Dr. Gene DeLucia just decided, and I just decided to, not work for anybody. We want to work for our future. So, hop on board na rin po kayo. Nandiyan na po kayo kami in the next couple of months. So, maraming pong salamat. And so kung meron po kayong mag-meet ulit tayo po para sa susunod naman, mga pera naman po ang pag-uusapan natin. At saka yung paano gagawin yung business. Okay po? So let's thank, please drop a 1 on the comment section below. And let's thank Dr. Gene DeLucia, drop a 1 so that we can actually make him, give him a little bit of smile.